Hey, what's up? My name is Tom, and I'm a filmmaker based in Pennsylvania. Today, I wanted to talk to you about my GH5 and Ronin M setup. It feels like it's taken a while to get a camera setup that I like using for weddings, commercials, music videos, whatever I'm working on. So first, I wanted to start with the camera system. This year, I switched from Sony to Panasonic, which I know a lot of people will have strong opinions on, but if there's one thing that sums it up, it is definitely 10-bit. A lot of people who are shooting Sony don't realize how big of a difference this makes, but here are some examples of why I didn't like what I was getting out of the Sony a7S II and the Sony a6500. There's a lot of color issues, whatever you want to call it, in the shadows and the highlights, depending on what I was shooting, and I don't get that anymore with the GH5, even when shooting in direct sunlight. Anyway, for this video, I'll be using the GH5, some small rig accessories, the Viltrox EF to M2 Mark II speed booster, and the Sigma 18-35 for Canon EF mount. The second part of this is the Ronin. Now, the Ronin M is a great gimbal just out of the box, but something that I realized very quickly was that it's a pain to have to carry around all day, especially at weddings. So to solve the problem, I got the Ronin ring and added some small rig feet. To keep my whole entire camera system very versatile and quick moving, I've installed Manfrotto quick release plates on every single tripod, monopod, and the Ronin M that I have. My GH5 is rigged up right now to be kind of a handheld or monopod shooter. I used to use a handle that was screwed into the top and then discovered that NATO rails were a thing, which if you don't use NATO rails for handles, I would definitely suggest it because it makes anything easier. So this handle has the mount for the screen on it, as well as the same exact NATO rail on top of my Ronin M. This makes it so that I can take the handle off and the screen and the HDMI cable all with one simple unscrew, put it back onto the top of the gimbal, and boom. This also allows the gimbal to have a top handle, which is something I was missing from the original Ronin M grip style thing. With the Manfrotto plates being on every single one of my cameras and in the same position, I can easily snap the GH5 body into the Ronin M and not have to worry about balancing throughout the day. I basically just double check the balancing first thing in the day when I get the Ronin set up, and then I don't have to touch it the rest of the day. I can throw it on and off and it's completely fine. The only downside to this system that a lot of people point out is that it is manual focus. I don't use the autofocus, even though technically the adapter does allow the autofocus engines, but it's really loud with the Sigma 18-35, and it's just not that quick, especially being on the GH5 body. So that's a little bit of a curveball, but personally, I've been used to doing manual focus because I never even trusted Sony really when I had it on the gimbal with the a7S II because it wasn't that great. I'll have all the products linked in the description below, as well as any other links to my social media if you want to check it out. I really enjoy just sharing about my filmmaking journey and what I've kind of put together for my kit. This works really well for me for commercials, music videos, and of course weddings. So if you like it, subscribe. I'm going to be doing some more short films and also gear breakdown videos on this channel in the future. Thanks.